Big Bad Wolf by Colton. When a group of friends go on a hike through the woods, they discover that they shouldn't have gone into them, because something has been following since they entered the woods. Woods appear. Footsteps running. Erica Whitaker appears running through the woods. A figure runs past the trees in the distance. Erica runs into a fallen tree, climbs over it, then continues running. The figure jumps over the fallen tree, then continues chasing Erica. Erica continues running, then hides behind a tree. The figure stops, growls, then sniffs. Erica whimpering. The figure approaches the tree, then starts sniffing it. Erica holds her mouth. Snapping sound in the distance. The figure growls, then runs into the woods. Erica peeks out from behind the tree, doesn't see the figure, then starts running. Snapping sound. Erica stops, then looks around. Hello, guys. Is that you? Please, if it's you, don't fool around with me. Please, guys, said Erica. Another snapping sound. Erica looks to her left, then slowly walks backwards. A third snapping sound. Erica gasping. Growling sound from behind Erica. Erica's eyes widen, then slowly turns around. A werewolf appears staring at Erica. Erica gasps. The werewolf jumps at Erica. Erica screaming. Blood splatters onto the trees and bushes. The werewolf howls. Howling echoes. 5 days later. A car appears driving. Stops, then turns off. The doors open, then shut. Albert Hall, Cora Chase, Herman Webster and Ivan Suarez appear, then stare at the cabin. Cora continues looking at the cabin. My God, it's beautiful, said Cora. Actually, that's the main building. Ours is deeper in the woods, said Herman. Oh, said Cora. Well, let's go check in then. And we could get on the hiking trails, said Ivan. Sounds good to me, said Albert. All four walk into the main building. Number 1 looks up, then sees all four of them. Can I help you? Asked number 1. Yeah, Herman Webster and these are my friends. I booked a cabin for us for the weekend, said Herman. Number 1 spits into a spittoon, grabs a clipboard, then places it onto the counter. You need to sign in, all of you do, said number 1. All right, said Cora, singing her name, then hands the pen. Number 1 looking at Cora. So, how are the hiking trails? Asked Ivan. Don't know. I don't go in the woods, said number 1. Why not? Is there like an animal or something out there? Asked Albert, laughing. Number 1 looks at Albert. I don't go out there, because I don't know my way around those trails. Dick, said number 1. What did you call me? Asked Albert. Dick, that's your name, right? You wrote Richard down, said number 1. Albert, write your real name down, not a phony one. I would like to come back here, said Herman. All right, said Albert, signing his name. Number 1 hands a set of keys. Here you are. Your cabin should be right up this road right here. You'll see it immediately, said man. Number 1. Thank you, sir, said Cora. And I'm sorry about that, said Albert. I'm sure you are, said man. Number 1 spitting into the spittoon again, then wiping his mouth. All four get into the car. Number 1 watching from the main office window. The car starts, then drives away. Man, that guy was creepy, said Albert. Well, he could think the same about you. Writing a phony name down. He could have not given us the cabin because of that, said Herman. But he did. That's all that matters, said Cora. I really can't wait to see these hiking trails, said Ivan. What's with the hiking trails? asked Albert. Because there's supposed to be a waterfall somewhere. And the perfect picture would be great for the cover of the magazine company I work for, said Ivan. Oh, said Albert. A rundown. Cabin appears. The car pulls up, stops, then turns off. This is it, said Herman. Man, let's stay. With that hick instead, said Albert. Al, just bring the bags inside, said Herman. The car doors open then shut. The trunk opens. Bags are being grabbed. Well, it might not be much. But, at least, there's a roof, said Cora. Great, and hopefully the roof doesn't collapse when we're inside it, said Albert. All four are walking towards the rundown cabin. The cabin door swings open then is barely on its hinges. Man, this place really does suck, said Ivan. Would you rather be out in a rainstorm? Asked Herman. Yes, said both Albert and Ivan. At least the rainstorm would give me pneumonia. This place, anything could happen here, said Albert. Well, let's just get settled. It's only for a weekend anyway. You could survive a weekend, can't you? Asked Herman. Yes, they can. Herman, said Cora. Fine, said Albert, placing down his bag. A rabbit appears in the woods. A twig snaps. The rabbit looks up, then goes to hop. The werewolf bites the rabbit, shakes it, then throws its body onto the ground. Talking in the distance. The werewolf looks up, sees number one, then growls. Yeah, I know what I'm supposed to do. I already sent the next group of people in. Don't worry, they know nothing about the creature in the woods. All right, I better get back inside. It's starting to get dark out, said number one, hanging up his cell phone, looks around, then walks into the main building. The cabin appears. Man, can this get any more boring? Asked Albert. Want to play some cards? Asked Herman. No, being bored is a lot more fun than playing cards, said Albert. You could come with me, said Ivan. Where are you going? Asked Herman. I want to see the waterfall, said Ivan. No, I don't think that's a good idea, said Herman. Why not? Asked Ivan. Well, number one, it's our first time here and we don't know these woods. And we don't need us to come looking for you and getting lost ourselves. And number two, it's starting to get dark out. And I don't need to be getting lost in the dark. We could head to the waterfall in the morning, said Herman. Yeah, he's right, Ivan, said Cora. All right, I could wait until the morning, said Ivan, placing his camera back into his bag. The sun is shining. All four appear sleeping. Herman wakes up, gets out of their bed, then stands up. Cora appears laying in the bed, then groans. What time is it? Asked Cora. Well, the sun's up. Maybe 7:30 or 8, said Herman. Oh, better get up then, said Cora, standing up out of the bed. The bedroom door opens. Albert appears sleeping on the couch. Ivan appears sleeping in the chair. Guys, wake up, said Herman. Both Albert and Ivan wake up. Man, what time is it? Asked Albert. 7:30 or 8, said Herman. Oh man, wake me up at noon, said Albert, pulling the covers over himself. Doesn't work like that, Al, said Herman, pulling the blankets off. Albert, a bird chirping. All four appear outside of the cabin wearing backpacks. So, how far is this waterfall, Ivan? Asked Albert. About a 2 or 3 mile walk, said Ivan. Then I suggest we start moving, said Herman. All four start walking into the woods. The werewolf appears in the woods, sees all four of them walking into them, then growls. All four continue walking. So guys, what do you think? Asked Ivan. It's beautiful, Ivan, said Cora. You know, I don't see a waterfall yet. All I see are bushes and trees. So, I don't know what you guys are talking about, said Albert. We're talking about nature, Al. Soak it in, said Ivan. Man, are you sure you're not gay, Ivan? Asked Herman. No. I like women as much as you do, said Ivan. I beg to differ, said Albert. Growling sound in the distance. Herman stops. What? Hey guys, did you hear something? Asked Herman. I didn't hear anything, said Cora. Growling sound in the distance again. I hear something growling. And I think it's behind us, said Herman. Guys, over there, said Albert. Pointing. All four are staring at a coyote. Dear God, said Cora. A gun fires. The coyote runs away. All four turn around. Number 1 appears holding a shotgun, then lowers it. Almost got eaten, huh? Asked Number 1. Yeah, thanks to you though, said Herman. Wait. I thought you said, and quat. You don't come out into these woods, and quat? Asked Albert. I don't. I just was able to catch up to you. You forgot this. At the main building. Don't need your information slipping into the wrong hands, son, said Number 1. Handing ID to Herman. Thanks, said Herman. Well, I better be getting back. You four stay safe now. You hear? Asked Number 1 walking away. We will, thanks again, said Cora. Number 1 walks away. What a nice man, said Herman. Well, let's get back on track, said Ivan. All four continue walking. Birds continue chirping. Ivan points his camera, then presses the button. The camera flashes. What a beautiful bird that is, said Albert. Ain't it? Asked Ivan. I was just being sarcastic, said Albert. Walking ahead. Ivan looks at Albert, then raises his camera again. Growling sound in the distance. Ivan looks behind him, then sees nothing. And quat, Ivan, and quat, and quat. Come on, and quat, yelled Herman. And quat, I'm coming, and quat, yelled Ivan, continuing to look around, then walks away. The werewolf walks out of the bushes, then follows all four of them. All four continue walking. Oh man, my feet hurt. When could we take a break? Asked Albert. Yeah, a break sounds good, said Cora. Alright, let's take a 5-minute break, said Herman. All four sitting onto stumps. Albert pulls out a Twinkie, then unwraps it. Cora drinks from her water bottle, then looks at Albert. Al, whatever you do, don't move, whispered Cora. Why? What's wrong? Albert looks to his left. A wolf appears. Albert's eyes widen. Oh God, whispered Albert. Don't move. It'll attack before you even make a sound, whispered Herman. The wolf slowly approaches Albert. Albert continues staring at the wolf. The wolf sniffs the Twinkie. It wants your Twinkie, whispered Ivan. Let it get its own, whispered Albert. It's either you or the Twinkie, Al, whispered Herman. The wolf sniffs Twinkie again, then bites it. Albert continues staring at the wolf. The wolf looks at Albert, then runs into the woods. Oh man, that could have been a lot worse than it was, said Cora. Herman listens, then hears a trickling sound in the distance. Hey, I hear a trickling sound, said Herman. The waterfall must be close by, said Ivan. All four start running, get to an opening, then gasp. A waterfall appears. Oh my God, I have never actually seen a waterfall before, said Cora. This is unbelievable. And the water looks so clear too, said Herman. Ivan pulls out his camera, then continuously presses the button. The camera is continuously flashing. This is amazing. This will definitely be on the cover of a magazine. My boss will love these shots, said Ivan. Hey, let's go for a swim, said Albert. I don't know. What about creatures? Asked Cora. We'll see them coming. Especially if it's clear, said Albert. He has a point, said Herman. Well, who wants to be the first to? Asked Cora, being interrupted. Albert jumps into the water. The water splashes onto all three of them. Albert resurfaces. Come on in, guys. The water's great, said Albert. Herman takes off his shirt and shorts, then jumps into the water. The water splashes again. Why not? Said Cora, taking off her shirt and shorts, then jumping into the water too. The water splashes a third time. Ivan, your turn, said Herman. I'm good here, guys, said Ivan. Oh, come on. Afraid of a little water? Asked Albert. Yes, because I can't swim, said Ivan. Well, there's your answer then, said Herman. Albert splashes water at Herman. All three start splashing water at each other and laughing. Ivan continues taking pictures, steps backwards, then almost falls into the bushes. Whoa, said Ivan, turning around when moves the bushes. These are loose, said Ivan, continuing to move the bushes. A sign appears and reads, and quat, danger, and quat. Cora looks at Ivan. Hey Ivan, what are you looking at? Asked Cora. I found a sign, said Ivan. Really? What does it say? Asked Herman. And quat, danger, and quat, said Ivan. Really? Said Cora. Are they talking about the water or the woods? Asked Albert. That's a good question. Maybe we should get out just in case, said Cora. Good idea, said Herman. All three walk out of the water. I wonder why we didn't see this, asked Cora. It was covered with these loose bushes. Someone didn't want anyone to know it was dangerous, said Ivan. Well, I say we head back then. Maybe the guy at the main building will. No, said Herman. All four are grabbing their backpacks, then start walking away. Do you think there was something wrong with that water? Asked Albert. I hope not, but I think we would have known by now if there was, said Herman. Good. I don't need my skin hanging off my body, said Albert. All four continue walking. Cora stops. Cora, are you all right? Asked Herman. Yeah, I'm fine. But, did you guys take notice that there are no birds chirping? Said Cora. Well, maybe they're all chirped out, said Albert, laughing. You're right. There's not one chirping sound, said Herman. What does that mean? Asked Albert. It usually means there's a predator close by, said Cora. Well, let's get away before the predator comes after us, said Albert. All right, double time guys, said Herman. All four start walking faster. The werewolf appears in the distance, growls, then follows behind all four of them. Ivan stops, then looks down at the ground. Hey guys, look at this, said Ivan. All four are staring at the giant paw print. Man, that's a huge paw print, said Herman. What are you talking about? That's the normal size paw print, said Albert. Al, nothing in these woods have a paw print that big, said Herman. How do you know? Did you measure all of the other animals' paw prints? Asked Albert. Ivan pulls out his camera, then continuously presses the button. The camera is continuously flashing. These are very interesting. They look like wolves' paw prints. But it's like the size of a bare paw, said Ivan. There's no such thing as a bear-wolf paw print, is there? Asked Albert. Not that I know of, said Herman. Whatever this is, this thing could be the predator that scared off the birds, said Ivan. Then I suggest we keep moving, said Herman. All four turn around. Then gasp. The werewolf appears staring at all four of them. Yeah, I say that's the creature that made the paw print, said Albert. What should we do? Asked Cora. Slowly move backwards. All four are slowly walking backwards. Ivan raises his camera, then presses the button. The camera flashes. The werewolf growls, then runs towards all four of them. And quat, run, and quat, yelled Herman. All four start running. The werewolf starts chasing all four of them. Albert runs in a different direction. And quat, Al and quat, yelled Cora. The werewolf looks at Albert, then chases him. Come on guys, said Herman. All three continue running. Albert continues running. The werewolf approaches Albert. Jumps. Then goes to bite him. Albert falls through a hole, then groans. The werewolf growls, then stares into the hole. Albert continues groaning, then looks up at the werewolf. The werewolf tries reaching for Albert. Albert kicking at the werewolf's paw. The werewolf growls. Get away from me. Get away, said Albert. The werewolf continues swatting at Albert. Hey you, said Cora. The werewolf looks up. Cora swings a branch. The branch hits the werewolf's head. The werewolf whines, then falls onto the ground. Come on Al, said Herman, pulling Albert out of the hole. Thanks, said Albert. Don't thank me yet, run, said Herman. All three start running. The werewolf growls, stands up, then chases all three of them. It's catching up to us, said Albert. Run faster, said Herman. All three start running down the path. The werewolf stops, looks, then runs down a different path. Ivan appears. Guys, come on. This way, said Ivan, starting to run. The werewolf tackles Ivan into the bushes. Ivan, screaming. And quat, Ivan and quat, yelled Cora. Blood splatters onto the trees. Come in, he's gone, said Herman. All three ran past the werewolf. The werewolf looks up, then chases all three of them. Oh my God, we're gonna die. We're gonna die, said Albert. Will you shut up? We're not gonna die. Now keep running, said Herman. All three continue running. The cabin appears in the distance. The cabin, said Cora. Hurry, get inside. All three are running onto the porch. The werewolf approaches, then jumps at all three of them. The cabin quickly door opens, then shuts. The werewolf's head goes into the cabin door, then whines. Thudding sound. All three holding onto the cabin door. I think we're safe for now, said Herman. All three appear sitting onto the floor. We need a way out of here, said Albert. I don't think we're going anywhere for now, said Herman. Wait, the main building. We could get in contact with that guy, said Cora. That's a good idea. Where is the phone? Asked Herman. Standing up. The phone appears. Herman grabs the receiver, then presses the button. What's wrong? Asked Cora. It's dead, said Herman. Oh great! This is just great. We're in a shithole being chased by a mutated wolf. And our only hope is dead. That's great. That's just fantastic, said Albert. Albert, it's gonna be all right, said Herman. Says you brought us out here. Why? Asked Albert. Because this place had the coolest hiking trails. I didn't know they had a giant wolf, said Herman. All right, enough fighting. If we continue fighting, it'll get us easily, said Cora. What? You think we could kill this thing? Asked Albert. Do you have any other options? Asked Cora. All right, what do you have in mind? Asked Herman. Well, like Albert said when we got here, hopefully the roof doesn't collapse while we're in here. But what if the wolf was in here? Asked Cora. That's a great idea, said Herman. Hell yeah. But how do we get the wolf inside, though? Asked Albert. The werewolf breaks through the window, then stares at Albert. Al, run, said Herman. The werewolf attacks Albert. Albert screaming. Al, said Cora. Herman grabs Cora's right arm, then pulls her into the bedroom. Cora starts crying. Cora, it's all right. We just need to find a way out of here, said Herman. Al's gone, said Cora. Hey, focus on me. We need to leave before we end up like Al and Ivan. Herman stands next to the bedroom window, then tries opening it. It's stuck, said Herman. Banging sound against the bedroom door. Cora screams. Herman grabs a chair, then throws it. The chair goes through the bedroom window. It's coming, Herman, said Cora. Cora, through the window, now, said Herman. Cora climbs through the bedroom window, then lands onto the ground. Come on, Herman, said Cora. Herman starts climbing through the bedroom window. The bedroom door breaks down. The werewolf looks around the bedroom, then sees the broken window. Both Cora and Herman are running down the road. The werewolf breaks through the cabin wall, then chases both Cora and Herman. The cabin collapses. Keep running, Cora, said Herman. I'm trying to. I need to stop, said Cora. We can't stop. If we stop, we die, said Herman. I just need to catch my breath, said Cora. We don't have time for that, said Herman, pointing. Cora turns around. The werewolf approaches both Cora and Herman. Cora screams. Herman grabs Cora's left arm, then runs. The werewolf growling. The main building appears. Both Cora and Herman continue running. There's the main building. We're gonna make it, Cora. Herman turns around. Cora's gone. And quat, Cora, and quat. And quat, Cora, and quat, yelled Herman, looking around. The werewolf appears, then growls. Herman's eyes widen. The werewolf stands up on its hind legs, then stares at Herman. Herman's eyes widen even more. The werewolf raises his paw. The gun fires. The werewolf whines, then falls onto the ground. Number 1 appears holding the shotgun, then cocks it. Yeah, how'd you like that? Get inside, kid, sold. Number 1. Herman runs inside the main building. Number 1 walks backwards, then continues firing the shotgun. The werewolf runs into the woods. Number 1 gets inside the main building, then shuts the door. Are you all right, kid? Asked Number 1. My friends are dead. All of them, said Herman. Sorry to hear that, kid. Listen, as long as we wait here until morning, we'll be all right, said Number 1. Why didn't you tell us about the wolf? Asked Herman. I couldn't tell you. This wolf has been here since before the hiking trails were made. We had to keep it quiet, said Number 1. You bastard, said Herman, stepping towards Number 1. Number 1 cocks the shotgun. Don't make me use this. I don't like killing people, said Number 1. You killed my friends and my girlfriend, said Herman, starting to cry. No, the wolf did that. Not me, said Number 1. What should we do? Asked Herman. Like I said, and quat, wait until morning, and quat. It's more active at night than in the daylight, said number 1. The moon is shining. Both Herman and number 1 appear sitting. Hey, I have a question. Why is there a danger sign up at the waterfall? Asked Herman. The water is contaminated. There's something in there that gives the wolf a scent. Once you go into it, it could track you easily. You didn't go in it, did you? Asked man. Number 1. Herman nods his head. Number 1 points the shotgun at Herman. Whoa, what are you doing? Asked Herman. You have the scent on you. It'll come for you. No matter where you are. It'll come for you. Get outside now and don't come back, said number 1. But that thing's out there, said Herman. That's the point. Better off not in here, said number 1. Now, like I said, and quat. Get, and quat, said number 1. Being interrupted. The main office window breaks. The werewolf appears growling, looks at both Herman and number 1, then sniffs. Herman gasps. The werewolf approaches Herman. Number 1 smiles. Help me, whispered Herman. I'm sorry, kid, whispered number 1. The werewolf gets face to face with Herman, then growls. Herman shits his eyes. Scrambling on the radio. Number 1 gasps, then looks at the radio. The werewolf looks at number 1. Number 1 looks at the werewolf, then points the shotgun. The werewolf swats the shotgun out of number 1's hands. The shotgun slides across the floor. Number 1 screams. The werewolf bites number 1's face. Herman gasps, sees the shotgun, then grabs it. The werewolf rips off number 1's head, then eats it. Herman stands up, then points the shotgun. The werewolf turns around, then looks at Herman. Go to hell, said Herman, firing the shotgun. The bullet flies past the werewolf, then goes into the stack of gas tanks. The main building explodes. Herman falls out the broken window, lands onto the ground, then groans. The sun is shining. Pieces of wood appear, moving. Herman appears, coughs, then stands up. Ivan's car approaches. Herman looks up at the car. Ivan's car stops. The driver door opens. Cora appears. Herman, thank God, said Cora, hugging Herman. I thought you were dead, said Herman. So did I. It tackled me into the woods when we approached the main building. Then I woke up a few hours ago. I saw the main building explode, then I thought you were dead. So, I went back for the car. As I was driving, that's when I saw you, said Cora. Well, thank God you're all right. You are all right? Asked Herman. Just a few scratches is all, said Cora. Well, let's get out of here before we find out that there's more, said Herman. Both Cora and Herman get into the car. A bite mark appears on Cora's neck. Cora hides the bite mark. The car drives away. Cora's eyes turn black, then she smiles. The end.